Okay, so once you download your files from SVG Coop, you're going to want to load it into either your Silhouette or your Cricut machine. I have a Cricut, so I'm going to show you how to get these files loaded, and I'm just going to hit upload, and then you can select it from your file, and I'm going to hit add to canvas. And the first thing you're going to do is ungroup the file, and then we're going to, if you look to the right, I'm just going to click on the where the outline is, this piece right here, and I'm going to do the little twirly down, and I'm going to click on the lines, and up at the top left I'm going to change that to score, and then I'm going to shift click the rest of that little group, and I'm going to hit attach. And then this little white piece here, we're going to do the same. I'm going to do the twirl down, grab the lines, change it to score, shift click the piece and attach. And then the backing, this yellow piece, also is the same thing. It's got, you want to ungroup it a second time here. And then when you get to where you see it's yellow, you can do the little twirl down, grab the line, hit score, shift click, and attach. And now you can't see the other pieces, so I'm just going to do arrange, send to back, so you can still see those pieces. Obviously you can do these in any colors that you like. Now for this project, for putting it together, these pieces can be cut as paper piecing, but for time's sake, I'm also going to do a print and cut, which maybe one of you guys want to do that too. So I'm going to show you how to do that. So I'm going to hit upload, upload image, browse, and I'm going to get to my PNG here. And I'm just going to hit continue, apply and continue, and I'm going to go with flat graphic, continue, and upload. And it's going to come in kind of big, and then we're going to upload again. I'm going to hit upload, upload image, browse, and get the birthday one, open, continue, apply and continue, flat graphic, continue, and upload. Okay, so now obviously these are way too big for our card, so the easiest way to fix this is if you click on the cupcake and you look up here at the height and make sure that your lock proportions is set. If it's like that, that's unlocked. You want to make sure it's locked. And you can see that it's got the size of the height is 3.847. So I'm just going to copy that. And I'm going to click on our PNG. And I'm going to paste that number in there, hit enter, and now it's the same size. And I'm going to do the same thing with the candles. I'm going to copy that. Click on my PNG and paste it. And now that's the same size also. The reason you want to do it this way is because if for some reason you want to resize the card, or I don't know, maybe you want to make it giant. You want to make sure that these match if you're going to do a print and cut. So if you're going to do a print and cut, which is what I did, I'm just going to turn off these two pieces here. And you can see like that sits in there nicely. And you can see that that's going to sit on there nicely as well. So this piece here and this piece here, I cut out of white, and actually the backing I cut out of white also, and then I used pattern paper. So this oval here, the set, that's where you can make your sentiment, you know, if you want to put, like, leave a space so you can sign your card. So that's what that piece is for. All right, I'm gonna meet you at the board where we start gluing this together. Okay, now that we have all of our card pieces cut out, we're going to put them together. I did two different versions. I did one with the print and cut, and I did one with all of the pieces cut out. So we're going to do the pieces cut out one first, and there's the mini and the Mickey cupcake version. So I'm going to start with the layers to show the icing with the three different colored sprinkles. So you're going to have three different layers. The top one is going to be the one with the most hearts cut out. I'm just going to put a little glue on here. Oops. And get it not to go through the holes. You're going to go with the one with the second most holes after that.
And we're just gonna, oops, line those up. And you can just kind of squash them together so that they line up perfectly. Okay, now that we have our cupcake piece together, I just want to take a little, let's see, pen here. I'm just gonna add a little crosshatch here. Just to give it a little dimension there. Okay, and there we go, we have that. All right, then we're gonna put these pieces aside. We're gonna do those in a little bit. You're gonna have your main card piece. I cut mine out of white, and when you fold your card, there's a little score line. There's a score line that goes across, and then there's a tiny little score line notch right about there. You want that score line to be to the left of your card. I'm just gonna fold this, and I'm just gonna put on the glue on the background. Okay, so now when we open up our card, you're going to have two pieces. One, this little piece is going to have two score lines going across. You're just going to fold on the score line, and you want to make sure you use a heavier paper. You don't want to use very light paper to do this piece, otherwise it's not going to be strong enough to pop up your card. This piece, you're going to see there's a little slot in the middle of the top here, and you're just going to slip one part of your piece in. So two parts will hang in the back, one will be in the front, and what we want to do is we want to get this nice and clean in here. So if you fold it and get it tucked in nice, then you can put it down, put some glue on the bottom of the tab here, and then glue that down. Okay, and then you're going to have the other piece in the back. Then you're going to have these two little tabs have a fold line, so you're going to fold those down away from you. The cone you're going to fold up towards you, like that. And then there's another score line that you fold down, mountain, and the last one is also a mountain. So you're going to have almost what looks like a little bit of a box. And what you're going to do is you're going to line up not the first score line but the second score line with your little notch here. That's just to center it really. And you want to make sure you get the fold in with the fold of the card, so it's centered with the little notch, but you want to line up both edges of your score line with this fold in your card. Once you have that done, you can put some glue on this little bottom tab. And then you're just going to lift that up and tuck it underneath. And then give that a good little rub. Let that dry for a second. Okay. Then you're going to have these two little tabs, and you're just going to put some glue on the two little tabs. Make sure you don't go over your score line. And you're going to just tuck those underneath also. And then hold those down and glue that. Okay. Now, when you fold your card, you're going to open it this way, and you want to make sure your tabs are still down, both down, and you can put some glue on the bottom part of the tab. Make sure you don't, again, cross your score line. And with both of these down, you can put your card down, and you want to lay it flat and give that a good push. And you want to make sure you give it enough time that it sets so it doesn't pop back off your card. Okay, so now you can see our base has got a little three-dimensional twist to it. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some glue on our back piece here. And you want to make sure that's pretty well glued up there. And you want to make sure that when you sit this on here, that it sits right where the base is. You don't want it to be lower. So if you hold the card up a little bit when you sit it on there, then you can get it right where it needs to be, because otherwise it won't fold right. Okay, you just give that a good little rub, and you can see we have this cute little pop-up here. And then we have a spot for our sentiment, so I'm just going to put some glue on the way. And this is in case you use different pattern paper. You know, if you put a pattern paper instead of the white, you could do that, which I did with the other card, so you'll see. And if you want to make this a little bit of fun, we can add a little pop to the back, which I think will make it cute. Just gonna put that like that. And then that's the inside of our card. Now we have to do the outside. So with the outside, you're gonna have some paper piecing of the candles, and you basically have, I used a pattern paper for the background of my candle, and then you're gonna have the flames. So I'm just gonna quickly glue all of these together. Okay, and then those of you who know me know that I never cut out letters out of paper. It's just too much work. So I use vinyl, so I cut out 2 layers. Okay, so I have my transfer tape, and I used black and pink. They are both the exact same size. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put the black down first. It's gonna be like a shadow. And I'm gonna kind of center it, but I also wanna put it off a little bit to the left because I want it to be a shadow. So I'm just gonna get that a quick little stir here. See how easy that is? It's so fast, it's so easy. Okay, and then I'm gonna do the same with the pink. And I'm just gonna lay that a little bit to the side. And that piece is done. Okay. So now what I want to do is I'm going to glue down my candles. And there we go. So we have our happy birthday card, the mini version. And now I'm going to show you quickly how to put together the other version. Now most of this is going to be the same, so I'm just going to spin through this really quickly so we can get to the fun part. Okay, now that we have the base cut down, this one is super fast. So because I did a print and cut, I'm just going to put some foam dots behind here. Like this. Give it some dimension. You can always make your own foam dots if you get foam sheets and use some double stick tape. If you don't want to buy them already made, it's super easy to make your own. Okay, so we're just going to pull these off of here. Actually, you know what? I think before we stick this on, let's do the inside of the card. That's the way we can press down better. So again, you're going to have a piece with the two score lines. We're just going to fold it on the score line, and we're going to stick it through the slot just like we did before. Just stick it through right up to the score line, and I'm going to fold it down to make sure it gets nice and clean. So you see you've got the two tabs here and the one in the front. I'm just going to put some glue here. Super easy. And while we're here, we'll glue this down. Now, I found that with the photo paper, I needed to use double stick tape. I tried it with glue and it didn't stick. So I'm just going to use some double stick tape here. You could also use foam dots if you wanted to, but I kind of feel like it's already popping, so I'm just going to use the tape. This is a nice, quick card if you need a card for someone. Okay, and I'm just going to kind of hold this up and line it up. I'm gonna clip off, let's see. clip off the extra little stem on the cherry because for some reason it is not lining up exactly. So if yours doesn't, you can just, I'm just going to clip off the cherry top. Okay. All right, now what we want to do is you have, oops, sticky little bugger. Okay, so what we want to do now that we have it on, we're going to fold it down a little bit, and again we're going to put glue on the bottom tab here, making sure we don't cross the line of the score line. And you're just going to make sure that those are both laid down flat, and then fold your card over and give it a good rub so that it sticks. Okay, and again we have our little sentiment circle here, and in this case it's nice to have one because the pattern paper. And I think I'm gonna pop this up again like I did the last one. Okay, I'm just gonna put that right there. Okay, and now we can put our front piece on. I'm just gonna stick that right to the front like that. And there we go. We have our cute little happy birthday card. All right, thanks for watching, and we'll be back with more.